Have you ever felt like you just needed to press reset on your metabolism? No matter how hard you diet, or how hard you work out, or how much you try and focus on your health, you seem to just be stuck? Well, you're not alone. And with the new re-engineered Keto Reboot system, Pruvit is here to help. Let's face it, fasting is hard, but it doesn't have to be. Though it's been around for thousands of years as a way to boost wellness, it's become much harder to do since we have food at our disposal everywhere we turn. There are many ways to fast, such as multiple day fasts, 24-hour fasts, and the popularized intermittent fasting. Nonetheless, we know that there are a lot of benefits that come along with fasting, such as cellular cleaning, improved gut microbiome, and anti-aging signals that get upregulated. What if you could get those benefits and more with a system that reboots your metabolism to use fat as an energy source and speed up keto adaptation without the extreme restriction? The new 60-hour Keto Reboot is specifically designed by a team of scientists and doctors to provide a natural cellular detoxification process that recycles and repairs cells and optimizes your metabolism. We live in a world where most of us are consumed by food. We feel like we need it all of the time. Yet what we need is to run on a superior fuel source, and that fuel source is pure therapeutic ketones. By turning on your metabolic machinery with the Keto Reboot, you'll soon realize that you are in control of your appetite. So what is the new re-engineered 60-hour Keto Reboot system? You'll find 4 packets of our world-renowned Keto OS Nat to deliver bioavailable pure therapeutic ketones to your body, 4 packets of delicious Better Broth to help collagen formation and joint fluidity, Signal OS AM and PM to deliver DNA repair and alertness in the morning with recovery and appetite suppression in the evening, several packets of our new upgraded electrolytes. Mitoplex delivers high-quality electrolytes along with mitochondria support to help create new mitochondria and repair existing ones, and a packet of our new Keto OS Pro to deliver a patented high-quality combination of ketones, fat, protein, amino acids to help muscle preservation throughout the process. Each of these products works together to create what we call the halo effect, which allows them to work synergistically together to improve multiple aspects of human health and performance. We're here to support you on your journey towards metabolic optimization and peak performance. Make sure you tune into our Facebook group and work with our certified Keto Reboot coaches, specialists, and doctors who offer weekly Q&As as well as tips and recipes to support your journey to better.
Hello. Good evening. Well, almost good morning.
Yeah, getting here a little bit late, but listen, we're here. That's what matters, right? So you got to, if you guys are coming in live, just let us know you're catching us live. If you're coming in on the replay, let us know, replay. That way we can come back and say hi to all you amazing replay watchers out there. The incognito people, I like to say, the ones that stay in hiding. But listen, we love you guys too. So, first and foremost, thank you guys for tuning in. I am Keto Jesus for you guys that do not know me, coming in from Boynton Beach, Florida, the mother hub of Keto Every Day, and I am with the
amazing Daniela Llanes, your favorite keto coach, and we're here because we're running out of time. We've been super busy tonight because tonight is last night to order your Keto Reboot. So because of that, we want to come out here and just let you know the only way to get it is to get it when it goes on sale. And then if you're a new I was gonna say patient, if you're a new client,
maybe you're a patient,
you can actually get it. You can still get it. So if you're new, you can still get your reboot, and our date for the reboot is gonna be July 19.
Mm-hmm.
I am super excited because I love that time when we reset our metabolism and we just go without food, and then it really makes it so different for me because I really like to eat, okay? I do. So when I go without food, it's kind of like, it lets me, kind of like realize that my relationship with food is different, and it's not just because I feel like eating, it's more like because I should eat when I need energy.
Yep, you should eat for nutrition purposes only, right? So the fact of the matter here is, guys, is what we're doing is we go 60 hours and we follow a supplement-backed protocol, and it's absolutely amazing. It looks just like this. And for you guys out there that are saying, wow, 60 hours, I can't go 60 hours without food, I promise you can. We have a community, we have a group, people behind you that will support you through the way. So we do also smaller Facebook Messenger groups around here, actually anywhere, whoever wants to join us. And what we do is just encourage each other, continue to go as far as we can. Listen, if you go 16 hours and you're used to eating every 2 to 3 hours, that's a win, right? Then you did good, right? And then if you made it, let's say 24, 36 hours, right? You did better, right? You make it all the way to the 60 hours, man, that's the best you can do, right? You can continue on and you guys are going to feel amazing, really. So what we want to do is just kind
Always
of...
amazing.
Just wanted to come in here and kind of just drop a little bit of knowledge on you guys. And Carrie said we full of energy. We're always full of energy. We're full of ketones. That's how we rock and roll, right? But really we want to bring you guys value. That's what we're here for. So we want to kind of drop a little bit of knowledge on you of why you would do a 60-hour reset, really. And what that means is we're getting mentally and physically reset. Kind of like you go and you take your car in for a tune-up. You get the tires, you get them rotated, you get new oil put in the engine, things of that nature. Let me tell you what, your body needs the same thing. Your body needs a tune-up too. Ask away. Ask any questions that you guys have. Feel free to drop those down below. We'd love to answer those. But this 60-hour reboot is something that has been amazing for myself. I know it's been amazing for Daniela. And this is actually a way Tommy had gotten started. A lot of people get started with the reboot. If you've never done ketones before, or you've never done intermittent fasting, or you just don't know much about it, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. This has got everything you need in it. It's got the regimen right here, instructions on the back, when to take, what to take. You can't mess it up, truthfully.
But besides that, you also get a support group with us, and we're gonna be doing it alongside with you.
Yeah.
So we do it every month. We never will ask you to do something that we don't do. So we do reboot monthly, and we drink ketones daily, and that's something that we do every single day, no matter what. So it is awesome because you get to meet new people. We also have a fasting circle, so you're gonna be part of a whole community. You can share how you're feeling with everyone else. So it is really cool. I love it. I have learned to enjoy not eating for those 60 hours because we're so used to eating all the time that this is that time where you can actually get in tune with your own soul, with your body, with your mind. You can just take it up a notch and just focus on different things. Like during those 60 hours, I love that I always read more, I study more, I listen to podcasts, I listen to different things. No worries, Carrie, you can still order it right now. You can just can you?
Yeah, you get up to 12:59 tonight because we're Eastern Standard Time here, Central Time. I think it's Central Time. It's 11:59. So yeah, I've never done keto, but I am a medical professional. And when you don't eat, the body starts to produce sugar. The body will produce what's called glucose no matter if you're eating or not. Normally, your body's going to go through what's called gluconeogenesis at nighttime when you sleep is really when that's more rapid. But actually what you're doing is you're depleting your body of the glycogen that's in there when you hold back from eating. So I also would say this. Here's a great tip that when you're doing this, don't be afraid to get some movement in. Don't be afraid the first couple days to go out and do a brisk walk or do some things of that nature, right? Because actually what happens, Debbie, is your body will actually flip the fuel sources. So we can only run on 2 fuel sources, and you being in a medical profession, you know this. Like your body runs on ketones or glucose, right? We know how the carbohydrates and break down into sugars, and that goes in the system, and we know all those different things. But the fact of the matter is, when you deplete your body of that, and you're no longer giving it that source on the outside, it's not that your body will not create it, because it will a certain amount. But when you deplete the muscle glycogen and the liver glycogen, your body actually starts turning to the stored fat. And it breaks down what we have stored inside of us, or if we're drinking exogenous ketones, that goes straight into the bloodstream as cellular energy. And Debbie, the thing here is, when we're drinking exogenous ketones, it's different than the ketogenic diet. It's not the diet, right? It's exogenous ketones, and the benefit of that is mental focus, mental clarity, sustained energy, better sleep, better mood, better skin. Those kind of things come along with the exogenous ketones. Doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to start burning body fat for fuel. It's not what it means.
Well, when you're doing the keto reboot,
The reboot, yes. The reboot is different. So I'm just talking exogenous ketones right now. But as you start to go through this 60-hour process here, your body's depleting the glycogen. Remember, brisk walk tomorrow, that Monday morning, go out for a brisk walk, get some things in. Stay busy is very key. So what happens now, your body starts to break down the fats, takes the fatty acids, processes it through the liver, and creates the molecule called ketones. Then the liver puts it out, puts it into the bloodstream, and it goes into your cells as cellular energy. So it's not that you have zero sugar in your system, meaning glucose, because your body does do that. Your body will, go through gluconeogenesis. That's why it's too much protein if you're trying to do an actual ketogenic diet. If you're really trying to follow a strict protocol and do a ketogenic diet, a lot of people think you can have as much protein as you want. The problem with that is whatever the muscles do not use, your body actually breaks it down and goes through gluconeogenesis, and then it makes it into glucose. So it gives your body the glucose that it needs. So that's why a lot of people never reach the state of ketogenesis, because sometimes their proteins are too high. Their carbs are really low and they're doing really good on that end, but they kind of lose track of their proteins. And when your proteins get really high like that, like I said, you're going to miss the mark there a little bit. And the ketogenic diet is a difficult diet to do. You can dial it in, and I'm not saying don't do it. We have more success with most of our customers and clients just utilizing more of a low carb lifestyle and then drinking the drink to get their body in that state of ketosis, which we can prove that we do it all the time. I don't say you guys do it, but we check our blood and things of that nature to see that we have elevated blood ketones. And I love the question. Thank you, Debbie. Guys, make sure you ask any and all questions. There's no bad question here. There's not something that we won't answer, I promise
And
you.
Debbie, if you want to get any other clarifications
we got doctors.
we have tons of information, tons of resources that we can give you. But you can also schedule a 15-minute call with Vaughn, and
Absolutely.
he can go ahead and answer all the other questions that you may have. Because there's some people that might benefit from doing a ketogenic diet, for
Many
therapeutic reasons. For me, it's a diet that works tremendously well, and I feel great when I'm doing keto. But there's a lot of people that are going to have limitations, like people that don't eat any meat, or people that are very... that don't have a gallbladder, things like that. They're gonna be limited on being able to do this ketogenic diet because it's very strict. And if you don't follow the exact regime, you're gonna be kicked out of ketosis. When you drink ketones, you're always gonna be in ketosis no matter what. What happens is that this is gonna be introduced exogenously into your body, and your body's gonna utilize it as energy, and you're gonna be proven to be in ketosis within 30 to 59 minutes. You can actually test this. What do you do?
What do you drink while I'm naturally think but just want to build? So I think you're asking if you don't really want to lose weight, right? Like if you don't want to lose weight, what would you drink to build? Is that what I'm kind of understanding there? I would say this: the fact of the matter is, what we have is not a weight loss product, and the ketogenic diet, it wasn't ever founded for a diet, right? It was founded for therapeutic reasons. People with epilepsy, things of that nature, autoimmune diseases, right? Neurological problems, oxygen toxicity, things that our bodies, during the fast. So during the fast, what we do is break out some of the stuff that's in this. So during this kit, and the thing that when you're fasting, these ketones will not kick you out of a fasted state. So you're giving your body BHB. What that is, beta hydroxybutyrate. So you're giving your body that fuel source. So this is going to give you what your body needs to continue to be a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, an employee, a business owner, whatever, right? Like if you try to just starve your body for 60 hours and maybe only drink a little bit of water every now and then, but deplete everything, you're going to kind of get low on energy. You're not going to want to really get up and do much, right? Can it be done? Absolutely. Like you can do it. But the fact of the matter is when you utilize this kit, it gives your body what your body needs at the exact moment that it needs it. So you're going to find around 12 o'clock when we have this better broth here that you're going to start to get a little bit hungry, right? And there's a couple ways to do this. This one's French onion right here. And
It's
again,
super yummy.
this will not kick you out of a fasted state. We can actually give you some videos that are 2 to 3 minutes long that talk about each and every product on here by the doctors. You don't have to hear it from us. We're definitely not doctors. I've just been utilizing this for almost 4 years now, and the Reboot for now a little over 2.5 years or so. And it's absolutely amazing. This here, I like it warm. I also, for a good trick, I like to put it in a bowl, warm it up, and do it like that instead of just putting it in a cup, because a lot of what we got going on here is a mind game, right? Like what we're playing with is our mind. You know, a lot of times when we get hungry, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, we want to eat because, you know, it's time. Your mind is triggering, you know, ghrelin. You know what I mean? Leptin, ghrelin. Your mind is triggering that off. So the fact of the matter is, if you can trick your brain a little bit and act and think that you're eating, you know, like something, it helps out tremendously. And then, so I'll tell you exactly how this goes. In the morning, you wake up. We
Should
have
we just open one?
no. We have Signal S pills and everything right there. I mean, we can. You can open it.
Yeah, let's just open.
It's like opening Christmas.
We
Christmas
love opening
present.
boxes. We love it. So we're just gonna show you exactly how it comes because
Yeah.
we have everything, but it's better to see it from the box.
Yep.
So
So we'll open it right now. But to answer your question, Debbie, you know, the thing is a lot of people really don't understand, you know, what we have. You know, you being Carrie just placed her keto reboot kit, so she's
Carrie.
fired up. So she's going to do amazing on this reboot too, because first and foremost,
amazing.
we're not going to allow her to do anything but amazing. So I can promise
Okay.
you that. So it comes exactly like this right here. The kit has everything you need in it for 60 hours. And we start off like this on a Sunday evening. And also what you'll find in here is an awesome little instruction pamphlet here. It tells you exactly what to do, when to do it. And again, your morning may be different than my morning. Somebody might be working a night shift. So this will fluctuate on whenever your morning is. You know what I mean? It's like there's no exact moment you need to do it. And if you skip a broth because you don't need it, you know, that's fine. You know, do what you need to do. Tell
So
'em about the
the
signals.
first night, Sunday night. So let's say it was today. So this is gonna be July 19th. This is the PM pills. You're gonna take three or two.
Two
Hold on.
of the PM pills at night, and then
Two, right?
I think I had it backwards.
Three.
3 of the PM and then 2 of
So
the
you're
AM.
gonna take 3 of the PM
Mhm.
right before bed, like 30 minutes before bedtime, and you're gonna be able to sleep like a baby.
Mhm.
And these are awesome. These have the CMED 100, which is gonna help with DNA repair and all that.
A couple tips and tricks throughout this whole thing that will continue to feed into you guys is like, listen, at night, try to get to bed early. Sleep is a weapon. You want to get some good rest in there. So get to bed as early as you can. And then that's the PM. And then here's AM, right? So the next morning, Monday morning, you wake up, you're going to take 2 of these, okay? Again, we can send you guys videos that talk about all these products and things like that. I don't want to keep you guys on too long, but here's how it
Especially
goes.
because that way you can order your reboot.
Yeah. So the AM pill there, and then you'll follow it up with the Mitoplex right here. This Mitoplex is an electrolyte. Be careful with other electrolytes out there because they're sweetened with certain things that would kick you out of a fasted state, right? This will not. So you take one of those, and then you'll follow it up immediately by this right here. You follow it up by Keto Nat. And this Keto Nat right here, this one is caffeinated, so it's 50 milligrams of caffeine, a roundabout number, 50 milligrams of caffeine, like a small cup of coffee. So you'll do that in the morning, whatever your morning is. You'll go throughout the morning, right? And then around noontime or so, doesn't have to be exactly noontime, but around then, you're going to utilize one of these, the Better Broth, okay? You'll take that better broth. You'll get through the afternoon, and then around 3, 4 o'clock, again, doesn't have to be exact, right around then, you'll take another keto nat. Okay, this is an uncaffeinated version. This is going to help you sleep at night. It's going to get you through the rest of the afternoon. You're not going to be hangry. You're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be any of that stuff. You're going to feel amazing. And then again, around 6 o'clock or so, 7, depending on your time, right here, another broth. So you'll do a broth in the evening time. Before you go to bed, you'll take 3 more of those CMed pills. And then it's just step and repeat, right? We do that for Monday. We do that for Tuesday. And then when Wednesday morning comes around, we utilize this right here. So this is Keto OS Pro. This right here is a protein infused ketones, MCT. This stuff right here is absolutely amazing to break the fast. Because guys, when you've been fasting for 60 hours, it's very critical how you come out of that fast. Please don't go eat donuts and crush like pizzas and go overboard.
Juan Carlos
right?
is watching us.
Hey Juan Carlos, how you doing? Yeah, I know he felt amazing going through the last reboot with us. If you guys have done a reboot with us, drop that down below. Let us know some of your benefits. Debbie, what you're really going to start to notice and what's going to heighten is your mental focus, your mental clarity. You're going to be very alert. Things like that will happen. And you're going to sleep better. That's just what's going to happen.
And it's going to reset your metabolism.
Absolutely.
You're going to enhance autophagy.
Yeah.
I mean, just by the fasting
Health
alone, you're going to enhance that autophagy process. But with the ketones, it's just going to make the cells communicate better. And it's actually going to make it 10 times better, as if you were just doing a water fast. And and a lot easier, I don't ever feel like I need to eat or like I'm craving anything. And I was skeptical that I could go 60 hours without eating the first time I did it. And for me, it has just become part of my routine every month. And this is something that, you can actually call it calorie cycling, which means you have almost 3 days, so 2.5 days, that you're not going to put any calories besides what is in this kit, which is about 300 calories a day, right? Or less, less than that. And your body is going to be depleted from these calories, and by the end of the week, what you will see is that you're going to be actually consuming less. Also, your stomach is going to get reduced by this time. When you resume eating, you're going to find that you cannot eat as much as you used to eat.
Yeah, you're going to want to sometimes, though. Like, sometimes you come out of it, you're going to be like, don't go overboard is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why the Proton is very key here, because what it does is it ramps up and starts getting things rocking and rolling, right? So it starts getting, it's kind of like jump starting your engine. Like, if it's very cold outside up north in the wintertime, you go out and you scrape the windows and you let the engine run for a little bit. You get it warmed up. You get you get the oil kind of, thinned out a little bit, right? So that's what's happening in your body. You're just getting things kind of moving again. You're getting the shift going on. And then I would say this, like, through that process, try to stay a little bit clean and green from that point forward. Maybe in the evening time on the next round when you come in, add some good healthy fats in there. Listen, don't be scared of fats, but don't be worried about like, oh, I want to do this and I need to have this much fat, right? Like, take this process slow. The Reboot kit is absolutely amazing. I want to mention this too really fast. So we have the Drink Ketones Challenge, right? And the greatest thing with this process is I've never had anybody come out of a reboot, even if they didn't finish the whole reboot, even if they went 48 hours or something like that. I've never had anybody come out and go, I'm never doing that again, or I don't want to drink ketones, right? The first thing they say is, well, what's next? Like, this is what would be next. You either start with this and then lead into a reboot, or you do the reboot and then come out of this. The reason why is because now your body is really starting to understand the fuel source. So you're getting adapted to it. So once you get adapted to it, now things start to heighten. Different benefits starts to come along. So it doesn't all happen at one moment, but you are going to feel things, pretty fast. Everybody's different. So with this, if you were to order this, right? So if you went on tonight and you ordered something like this, and then you order a Reboot kit, you'll get an extra $10 off the Reboot kit. But the fact of the matter is you're going to have ketones that's going to keep you sustained for an extra 10 days.
Or 20 if you only drink once a day.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, because sometimes it gets people confused. So people go like, oh, so it's a 10-day challenge different than the regular box of ketones. It's not. The only thing that you get differently is that you get 10 caffeine free, and you also get a variety of flavors. So if you have never drank ketones, this is the best way to try and find which is your favorite. And you might find that you have a couple favorites, so then you can, just go ahead and choose whatever you like. And for me, I think it's a great tool to have, and I always keep this on hand because people don't know what they like yet, and they might need to try a few until they're like, oh my god, I'm in love with this other flavor and blah blah blah. But right now, I want to mention too that we do have that 40% off sale.
I want to go through some prices for you guys too, because you guys may be asking yourself, well, what's this going to cost me? What's 60-hour reboot going to cost me? Really, you're going to be saving money, number one. But it's going to be, if you just purchase the reboot alone and you get it tonight before it goes off sale, it's $79. I think there's $11 shipping on there. This right here, if you're a brand new customer, only if you're a brand new customer and you've never ordered before, is $99. Typically this would be $130, but it's $99. And if you add a reboot onto that, right, now this reboot is normally $79, but it's $69. So for $169, you're going to get 20 servings of ketones plus the 3 days worth of the reboot that's going to be happening, the 60 hours. We also have, like Daniela was just saying, we have something that I consider the 60-day transformation. And it comes with 3 of those boxes, which is 60 servings. And that's actually reduced by 40%. So that comes down to $234, $235. $234 for the 3 boxes, right? So I always say this, like, get in where you fit in. I'm going to try and do the training as well. Yeah. Listen, Debbie, like, we're here to support you all the way through this. And let me tell you, when you guys jump aboard and you get on something like the 60-day transformation, or you buy the 10-day kit here, it's not like, here's a great product, have a good time. No, like, you get support. You can plug in as much as you want, as little as you want. We don't want to be bugging people, but also we want you guys to know that you have support. And not only that, it'll come with a great 8-week food guide. Not a plan, not to tell you what you have to eat, but if you want to make better choices and you want protein, here's the better choice protein. Here's the better choice fats. Here's the better choice carbohydrates, right? If you're going to do nuts, these are going to be better than this, right? Like, so snacks and all kinds of things. Movement guides. It comes along with a movement guide. It tells you don't have to go to the gym. It tells you simple things to do at home to go after some glycogen, to get some things done. Guys, there's a program here. It's not just like, here's a ketone drink.
No. Yeah, definitely not. Debbie,
I don't think we mentioned that enough.
And though. Debbie, I did send you a message, and I'll add you on Facebook so that I can send you the link so that you can look for the reboot, and we can get you started and getting you to success and actually getting to experience.
Where you're at. So when we come on, we always like to do like a 30-minute consultation call just to find out what your goals are, right? Like, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to gain weight? Are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to just not take a nap in the afternoon? Are you looking to just feel better every day? It's everybody's different, And do you train as well? You can. I do. I used to hit some PRs when I was in a fasted state. I've done 7 days, Daniela and I, fasting before, utilizing most of the kit, not the whole kit. Like, we used the 60 hours and then we continued to push it through the 7 days. And I trained through that process. But as you get a little deeper in there, you just need to be careful. You need to watch out, be in tune with your body and find out, what it is that you need. Give your body what your body needs. You'll understand that. You become very in tune with your body during this reboot. But I would say for the 60 hours, yes, because, go after that glycogen, get it, and do as much as you can. But, don't go overboard. Brisk walks, I probably am not going to run 15 miles like I've been doing here lately.
But to be honest, when we did our 7-day fast, which I don't recommend anybody to do because there's no purpose on that for anyone else. It's a mental
game more than anything else.
It was more for us as a personal challenge. And I got a lot of messages like, oh, should I do that? I'm like, no. I don't want you to do that. This is all like for experiment purposes. What we were doing those 7 days, which I mean, we have read tons about fasting, and we've been doing fasting for a long time. And what I want to say is that we were riding like 30 miles on the bike, and I feel amazing.
Yeah.
I felt amazing, and I just want to clarify when you do a keto reboot, this is not for weight loss purposes, but weight loss will come. Weight loss will happen, and you're gonna drop a lot of water weight because you're depleting your body from that glycogen that Vaughn was talking about, and that's exactly what happens. A lot of people keep it off, but if you go back to a high carbohydrate diet, you will gain back the water weight that you lost, but you will not gain back the fat that you actually lost too, because since you are depleting all those calories and you're depleting all those any food intake during 60 hours, you are actually targeting your own fat stores.
Let me mention why the ketones are so important after the reboot, right? Because what happens with the ketones is they keep you compliant, okay? So they help you where you're satiated, where you don't need to snack in between meals, where you make better decisions, you're not craving carbs and sugars all the time, because this isn't a magic pill. It's not like you take a drink and then, hey, I'm going to lose 47 pounds and I'm going to be amazing, right? You'll be amazing, but the weight loss journey is up to you. Like, you're going to need to make shifts if that's if somebody comes to me and says, hey, my goal is to lose 100 pounds, and, I want to start to feel better and get healthier. Okay, awesome, no problem. And I'm going to tell that person in the very beginning, listen, we're going to start slow, right? Don't be surprised if you lose. Somebody needs to lose that kind of weight. Don't be surprised if you lose anywhere between 15 to 25 to 30 pounds in the first 30 days, because we all carry around a lot of inflammation. We all carry around a lot of water weight, especially somebody that's really overweight that way. Yeah. And then through that first 30 days or so, because the drink is going to help keep you compliant. The drink is going to help motivate you to not want to just sit around and do nothing. So all these amazing things are going to start to fall into place. Then at that point, we're going to start talking about, hey, all right, maybe you need to shift this and shift that, right? Depending on how bad you want to get into it, like what you want to do. If you don't want to change your diet at all, that's fine. Do we recommend you just going through a drive-through all the time? Obviously not. But if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. Drinking these ketones are going to help benefit you no matter what. But
and the benefits are so much more than any kind of weight loss. It's like,
absolutely.
The brain is fuel for your brain. So you're going to feel so clear. You're going to feel like you're sharp. You're going to feel that you're able to tackle more things, and that you're actually going to feel calm, and you're going to not be anxious. I mean, you're going to lose that anxiety. And a lot of times all this eating occurs because of emotional eating, and it's because we don't even understand the signals that our body is giving us. And when you're giving the right fuel to your brain is going to be able to think clearly and be like, listen, this is not good, this is good, this is what I should eat, this makes me feel like bad. And I mean, you're gonna be able to take those decisions. And a lot of times it's like our thinking is clouded, before, because we're not eating right. By not eating right, I mean, it's like so many people that that we know, even in our families, they think that it's okay to drink a milkshake made out of a whole liter of ice cream, And
it's because we're just you're taught one way in certain things, and the things around us, our environment, and all these amazing great marketing tools that they have out there, like check this out, eat this, do that, supersize this, do that, right? Like we all been caught up in it, but it's up to you to make the shift and make the change. We can't force anybody to do anything. That's why I always say, hey, start with the 10-day challenge if you're not sure, because we don't have to do anything. All you're going to do is utilize this, and you're going to get back to us and tell us, man, okay, you were right. This is amazing. Like, how do I continue on from here? And then we walk you through the amazing journey on being able to help you get free ketones.
And then you become super amazing.
And then what happens is you can earn free ketones. Everybody has that chance, because all of a sudden when you start to do better, when you start to be better, when you start to feel better now at work, you're sitting up in your chair like this instead of like this. You're not nodding off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon anymore. And people are noticing like, oh man, Sandra looks a little different today. Dang, Daniela looks a little different. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on with you? Your skin starts clearing up. You start looking, like, it's called the keto glow, right? Like, all these things start to happen. So people start asking you, hey, because other people will notice in you before you notice in yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror every day. So you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, I don't see any changes, you know what I mean? But then, this happens every time. People say, well, I don't see much, but people are telling me that this, and this. I go, well, yeah, that's because it's happening. Like, they're telling you
Listen,
that because they see it. You don't see it.
A lot of people, they go and they tell me, you know, they go, you know, I can't believe my husband is reminding me to take it because he notices a difference in my attitude or the way I behave, the way I talk to him and everything, because it does make you feel better about yourself. You know, if you just want to feel better and that's it, just drink this.
Right.
Just drink this. You know, you will feel better. You will feel positive. You will feel not overwhelmed. A lot of times I get asked like, well, how you stay positive? And I go, well, I always feel like this.
She
I
had
always
Keto
do.
Jesus on her side. That's how she
I also do have Keto Jesus, the real Jesus, and ketones in my life. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I can, you know, even when I have tons of things on my hands, you know. And
let me explain why that is, guys, because she said it a few minutes ago. It's straight brain fuel. So what it does is it really lights up your brain to another level. So if you can imagine this, you know, like a cloudy day, it looks like a haze out there. Maybe let's say fog in the morning, right? Like you get up and it's kind of driving down the road and it's foggy. It's kind of hard to see in front of you. Well, when that fog lifts and it rises, all of a sudden things are clearer, right? When you introduce these ketones into your body and it gets right into your brain as the brain fuel, that fog that you have around in your brain right there that's kind of keeping you down, that when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my gosh, did I sleep 10 hours last night? Did I sleep 8 hours, you know?
And you feel like you slept 5 minutes.
It starts to rise. And all of a sudden, you start to stand up a little bit more. And your shoulders get broader. And you're like, I feel good, right? And this is the God's honest truth. I didn't believe in this stuff when I first took it. But I started feeling that way. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I was like, placebo effect. You know, I'm doing good. I'm just myself. But when my mental focus hit me, it was a different level. Like when I woke up out of a dead sleep and I had tunnel vision focus and I was like this, like the Matrix, I was seeing things in slow motion. I was like, whoa, you know, this is like crazy.
My biggest thing is like when I see people that have been complaining about energy and they don't know how to get better energy, and you know they drink Red Bulls and coffee and all this crazy stuff. And I never had problems with energy. I always had energy. But I had the wrong focus on my energy. So, like, I always woke up, and I always being a very, like, you know, upbeat person and stuff. Sometimes I beat him up too. But I am usually, like, really, like, I get going fast in the morning and everything. And I know that I didn't have a problem with energy, but I had a problem with, like, interest or motivation. Like, you know, I had lost it, you know, for a little bit there, because we can all fall into that rut. And it happens to the best of us, right? You know, sometimes. Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Appreciate that, Debbie. And again, like whatever you guys need, you know, whatever you guys need, like we're here for you. Like we just want to make sure that you guys have an amazing experience. We want to make sure that you guys don't give up too soon, because sometimes I say it all the time, trust the process, because everybody's going to feel things at a different time. And even through the reboot, some people are like, well, I don't know, you know, water is key during this reboot, by the way. Water, because people are like, you know, I feel bloated and I haven't lost any weight. And I said, well, how much water are you drinking? Because if you're not drinking enough water, your body's not going to flush. Your body's smart enough to understand, if you're not giving me water, I'm going to hang on to it. It doesn't mean that it won't release it. You're going to get what's called the whoosh effect, okay? And what that means is maybe a day later after the reboot, your body's going to release that stuff, because now you're introducing what it needs back in there, and it's going to release it. So trust the process,
Yeah,
please.
definitely. And to answer Debbie,
Yes.
I just want to let you know, my son, when I started, my son was 17, and he took it not only for weight loss, because he did needed to lose weight anyway, and it helped him with cravings, because he would wake up like at midnight and be like, I want pizza. I'm like, no
Can
pizza.
I tell you the one thing it helped him with the most? It motivated him to study, and he doesn't need to study.
He
He's
didn't
just one of those
study,
kids. But
He did his homework.
he just did it, right? Like, he's just one of those kids that's too smart for your own good, if you know what I mean. Like, you're just brilliant, right? Like, one of those that you don't ever see studying, but they get straight A's. Well, he wasn't getting straight A's because he wasn't motivated, right? He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to do those things. But
He
when he
didn't want to
started,
do his work.
when he started utilizing the ketones, like, straight A's came out of nowhere, like that, right? Because he's got that kind of a brain, but it wasn't functioning at the level it needed to. So for things like studying, college students, we hear it all the time. Like, when finals come, exams come, like, bam, they're on that.
Yeah, we have a few people that when it's finals week, they call us. They're like, listen, I need the Unleash because I need to study. The Unleash is the version of ketones that we have that has 30% more ketones.
Mhm.
So they go crazy for that. And I like it. I drink it, I drink everything. But, from time to time, that's when I want more sharpness, or when I'm trying to concentrate in my computer, creating things. It helps me a lot.
And I would say this, yeah, it would be safe for her at 16 years old. I mean, there's obviously things where people would say, oh, you got to check with your doctor, things like that. And I would say, if you're working with a doctor, definitely always keep them in the loop on what somebody is taking. But,
It
this
doesn't have any stimulants.
yeah, this is the most natural form of any kind of a ketone supplementation that you're going to put in your body. It's bioidentical to what your body would create if she was actually doing the ketogenic diet. So it's perfectly safe when it comes to that. We like to say, and always have, from womb to tomb. We're born into a state of ketosis as babies. Mother's breast milk have MCT in it, so as the baby is breastfed, it stays in that state of ketosis. Now, when we go to the grocery store and we start getting cereals and the oatmeal and stuff like that and feeding it, that's the minute we get kicked out of the state of ketosis, because now we're introducing, glucose. We're introducing that, so your body's like, well, I don't need to burn body fat anymore. I don't need to burn fat for fuel anymore, because I'm getting an alternative fuel source, glucose. And that's not to say, guys, that glucose, it doesn't have a role in this, right? Because glucose does play a role in your body. It doesn't mean we're just like, don't ever eat glucose again. No way. We're not like that. But what we have is something that's going to just help you do better, be better, and feel better every day. And it's as simple as that. We could sit here and go scientific with you all night, but you guys have about 30 more minutes to order the reboot system.
And for new customers, you can still order the reboot.
Yeah.
Right now. So.
And if for some reason, I won't even tell you that right now. I'll tell you that tomorrow. But, like, I will go on and get it. It does sell out, but it hasn't sold out by now. It hasn't come across. So it should be on there. Everything should be good. If you have any questions.
And Debbie, I put the link right below your comment. And I also sent you, I sent you a friend request. But you haven't seen it yet. So I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah. And that'll take you to
this is a challenge link. So what you're gonna do is that if you want to get the 10-day challenge, you can get it through there. And then after you order the 10-day challenge, it's gonna tell you if you want to add the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want the reboot, send me a message, and then I'll send you the link where you can actually remove or add from that same link.
Yeah, just you'll figure it out. If
figure it
not,
out.
give us a call. Give us hit us up on Messenger.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say with your 16-year-old daughter is, like, I don't really see any reason that she would need to do the reboot itself.
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, I was gonna say that.
Just have her drink the ketones. You know, I say this a lot, like let the kids be kids, right? You know,
Yeah.
you know, make better choices, because when you make better choices, they're going to end up making better choices. But that doesn't mean don't ever give them a donut, right? That doesn't mean don't ever let them have cake. You know what I mean? That just means
try not to give them too many donuts.
I don't mean go and get Snickers bars every day, but like the fact of the matter is like as long as they're cognitively aware, like I say this to my son all the time. When we walk in, you know, Dunkin' Donuts or whatnot, we go to BJ's a lot, and there's one right there. He goes, "Can I get a donut?" And I say, "I don't know. Is that the best choice?" Right? I let him make the choice, but at least he's aware of the choice that he's making, because he sees what we do. He sees how we cook. He sees how we eat. He hears us talk about ketones all the time. That doesn't mean I'm going to put him on a ketogenic diet, right? He does drink ketones, but you know, if he wants a donut, I'm going to allow him to make that choice. A lot of times he'll say, "No, it's not," and we won't get it.
Yeah.
But there's other times where he'll be like, "Yeah, I want it," you know, and I get it for him. But cognitively, he understands that's not the best choice. So now as he gets older, what do you think is going to happen? That's going to stick. We're creating generational shifts. So now he understands, hey, that donut's not the best choice. You know, when I grew up, I thought donuts were amazing. I thought that's what you're supposed to eat every day, right? Oh, donuts and cereal and Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles, right? Like that was it, you know? But, you know, we just didn't know. So,
When I moved to this, when I lived in Ecuador, we didn't really eat too much cereal. But when I moved here, it's like there's so many cereals and they're like so yummy. It's like candy, right?
of course they're yummy.
So we would be like Fruit Loops, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles. Like the least nutritious. It was just sugar. And, you know, even though my mom has always cooked and she cooks a homemade meal, you know, we had a high carb diet with rice. So when she made lasagna, she will give you also rice, lasagna and rice. That's crazy.
So we're gonna come in tomorrow sometime with we'll let you know exactly what time, but we'll come in with like a little guest call tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come on, we'll just kind of explain a little bit more about the ketones. We'll share a couple other people's experience on how they feel, what they're doing, how it's affecting them, and just kind of explain a little bit more about that portion. And I would encourage you guys to if you're going to join this and do the journey, do it with somebody. Like invite somebody to that call tomorrow. It'll be through a Zoom link. We'll stream it through probably Keto Every Day. But jump on and tag a friend or something in there and allow them to be able to experience this with you, because most of us start this journey for ourselves because we want to change. But we soon realize that, and that's the link. But I also want to tell you guys, there's a lot of amazing people on here that share this conversation with us. So if somebody on here has shared this conversation with you, don't use that link, please.
Yes.
Utilize that person that shared this conversation with you. Utilize their link, because they get rewarded even if they're just a customer. Free product is amazing, right? And on our free product program, we also, as long as you stay on SmartShip for 3 consecutive months, on the 4th month, not only do you get the box that you would normally get, but they send you, not a keto reboot, but they send you another box for free. That happens quarterly. Thank you for being an amazing, loyal SmartShip customer. So the company cares. The company has a heart. The company, I've never been around anything like this in my life, but I can tell you this, the last 4 years that I've been here, it's changed me in so many different ways. You guys wouldn't recognize me 5 years ago, I promise you that. And I have this company and this culture and this community and this product to really thank for that, and that's why you guys hear this. I'm so passionate about it, and I want to bring that love to you guys, and I want each and every one of you to feel the same way, because I know it'll happen. I see it every day. The messages Danielle and I get back from globally around the world is absolutely what fills my heart each and every day. The monetary value that we get behind it helps us be able to share at a higher level, right? When we open back up, we're going to be able to fly to the Dominican Republic, do an event over there. We're going to be able to go down to Ecuador, and we're going to be able to bring things there and do an event there, right? We're going to be able to do those amazing things and help thousands and thousands of more people, because obviously there's value behind this. There's a business behind it. But I would not be sitting here telling you something if I didn't do it myself, if I haven't experienced it myself, That's not who I am. I'm 100% open and honest, and I wouldn't tell you to drink a protein shake if I've never tried it. We actually have some people ask us about certain things here and there, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't speak honestly on it. I can look at the ingredients and say, yeah, this probably wouldn't be for me, but I can't tell you honestly. I'm not going to down another product if I've never utilized it. I can see the ingredients and tell you, like, I wouldn't take that for myself.
And we can even help you do a little bit of digging or a little bit of research.
That's the
because
key.
There's always a better choice.
Always.
So whenever you see something that is a red flag, there's always a better choice.
We're going to do that tonight, too.
Yeah.
We're going to come to you guys, and we're going to utilize some different things that you guys should watch out when you're looking at food.
Yeah.
When they say 0 sugars and no carbohydrates and made out of air and stuff like that, right? That's what the nutrition facts say, but the ingredients say something totally different. So the hidden sugars and the ways they kind of get around some stuff, we want to bring you guys that
You know what? I got to get that file done with all the names of sugar.
Yeah.
So that you can actually get a guide, and
it's a shame what they can do.
Yeah, because it's like if Carrie's still here, we know about how people hide different ingredients like BPA or GMA when you get a filling, and what the composite has, and there's so many different names for sugar. It's the same thing, and it's just a shame for that, for sure. And then especially when you're trying to get better and you're trying to get a better health for yourself.
Because a lot of times what happens with the ketogenic diet, guys, is when people get on it, they have quick success because going low carb, that'll just tend to happen right away. But they never reach the magic. And what do I mean by the magic? They never reach that therapeutic state of ketosis. They don't have enough ketones in their system to really light up their brain, right? They don't have enough ketones in their system to really give them that extra energy that they need. So some people will say, it didn't work. I kind of felt a little lull on energy and stuff, and you're just lacking a few things. But the problem is everything out there says, oh, this is keto, that's keto.
Yeah.
And then when you look at it, you're like, this is not keto. Like, it's got this, and this in it. This will kick you so far out
and
of...
another recommendation is to always strive to go for whole foods.
Yeah.
You don't have to go for all these crazy boxed keto meals. So like if you go to Walmart and you find keto slim, I'm not gonna say brand names, but keto whatever butter cups, whatever peanut butter cups. Okay, great, that could be a treat one day.
Yeah,
but it's very hard to do because we have to first conquer the addiction to sugar that we have.
Yeah.
And we have to admit it.
Yeah.
Because I like sweets. Like, I didn't even care for food. Like, I care for sweets. Like, I just wanted to eat sweets all the time. And I just wanted to, that's it. Like, I was fine, not sugar. Like, I never even bought sugar. But I bought, not Snickers, but I bought the cookie, whatever, white chocolate cookie, Hershey's.
And another thing, though, like, when you wake up and you have fruit drinks all morning long, right?
Yeah.
You think orange juice is good, right? We've been taught that orange juice is great. You have that. You go in there and you have strawberries and bananas, and you put all this stuff into a shake.
Listen,
and you think you're doing amazing.
And I will juice like 4 oranges,
Yeah.
4 carrots.
That's a problem.
1 beet,
Yeah.
spinach, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting all these nutrients.
Number one, because they say, oh, it's natural sugars. First of all, there ain't nothing natural out there anymore, right?
Well,
like the way
that's for sure.
very little, is natural.
Especially if it's growing under the ground,
Mhm.
because to be honest, all this soil is so contaminated.
Big time.
So guys, we're gonna let you go because that way you can place your order. If you
Stay
haven't
tuned
done
though
it.
for tomorrow. We're gonna bring you. We'll go and put in here what time we're gonna go live.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement.
because we're gonna get a couple slides
Easy.
together and show you guys on the slides kind of how this thing's gonna play out. Kind of what it looks like. We appreciate you guys always for tuning in. You guys got about another 20 minutes left to go order the reboot. If you guys have any questions or concerns whatsoever, you can let us know. You can actually text me or call me at this number right here, and
You
then
have 1 more hour to call him.
message messenger, anything like that. We're always available, guys. We're not hiding. We're not going to sell you a product and you'll never find us again. I
Another
promise you
thing is that we do have a really awesome group. It's called Keto Everyday Tips, Recipes, and More. And I encourage you to request to join it. You can, or if you're not there, just send me a message. I will send you the link.
Yeah.
It is awesome. You can download different PDFs that have recipes, guides,
Yeah.
books. I mean, tons
One more
of things.
thing though, we're not talking ketogenic diet, right? Like you can or cannot,
If you want to.
however you want to do it. Even in there, there's just great choices, better choices, right?
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
not
yeah.
like this is a straight ketogenic diet. This drink will do the work for you, and then just do better, be better, and feel better. Make better choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do at the Keto Kitchen Palm Beach here. When we can open back up, we bring people in and we show them how to make those swaps, because education is key, guys. But we can educate you all day long, but if you don't take that education and do something with it, what good is that education, right? So thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Tomorrow we're
We
gonna
love
come
you.
back and drop some more knowledge on you. Please let us know what you need, and let's get this thing rocking and rolling. We want you guys to do better, be better, and feel better each and every day. So let's do it.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.